Yo, yo, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another trade recap. As always, I want to make it as quick as possible, and so y'all can keep on doing what y'all are doing, back testing, trading, and everything. So I would really appreciate if y'all stayed for like 8 minutes, which is not that much. So thank you all for watching in advance. Okay, so going into today, let me show you guys. Like this is straight of it. So as you can see right here, let me see. Boom. Trade away. Okay. So with that going on, all right, let me show you guys. So as always, right, I wait for 9:30 to 9:45. I always wait that. So I'm always taking a trade after 9:45. That's called the opening range. If y'all been seeing my videos, y'all know that. And if y'all are new, then that's how you know. So I got this indicator that tells me the market structure on the 15-minute time frame, 1 hour time frame. It tells me if we are either above or below the 930 BWAP, which is the most important one, start of day BWAP, which is the second most important one, and previous day's 930 BWAP. So based on this indicator and on this dashboard, that's how I take my trades. Okay. That's one of the confluences I use, and then I use the 930 to 945 opening range. So whether we break to the upside, to the downside, how we break the high or the low, that's a lot on how I take these trades. Okay, so in today's trade, if you look at the 15-minute time frame, we were hella bearish. Okay, just look at this. Since previous days New Year VWAP, boom. So we had this, and then consolidation, a little retracement. So I thought, hey, with this retracement, if we manage to get below the two VWAPs, hold, give me a good setup, I'll go short and target previous day's low and previous week low, which is this red line, which is not included on the indicator. Okay, so with that in mind, going into market open after 9:45, right? uh, I'm looking for shorts. I'm not looking for longs. Longs in not in my mind. Okay, so I drop down to the 1 minute time frame, and it's either shorts or nothing. That's clear to me. So if we are short or nothing, what am I looking for? Well, I'm either looking for two things, which is this one we got and the other one we didn't get. So I'm either looking for this. So you wait for 9:30 to 9:45 high and low to get set, which is this right here. It's this low and this high, right? So I was looking either for price to, let's say, instead of doing all this, I was looking for price to do this. Put a low here, which we did, retrace, take opening range high right here, then sellers getting control, make, let's say, make price trade below New York VWAP, which in this case the VWAP was going to move different and it should be somewhere around here. That what any 1 minute candle closes below VWAP, right? And I am taking my short position. Just like that. Short, a stop loss at the high that took the opening range high, target previous structure, which is opening range low. That is the double break short, which aligns with the overall structure, and it's also a short position. We didn't get that. So what did we get in this case? Well, this is what we got. We got the break and retest short. What does that mean? Well, that means price breaks below opening range low, which is from 9:30 to 9:45. That the low of that range, right? Of that time range. It breaks it, then so that's called a break. And then what does it retest? It retests the BWAPs. Once it retests the BWAPs and I see price peaks to start of day BWAP, closes below, doesn't close above New York BWAP or any other BWAP, and then closes with another candle, I enter my short position, right? Stop loss at this high, not at the opening range high, but at this high, and I target this. But I got out at 720.75. So that's 720.75. That's when I got out. And you're going to ask me, Jordi, well, why did you get out there? Well, look at this. When I got out, MNQ made a low. MNQ made a low right there, and MES didn't. So usually when that happens, MES reverses, and in this case, it did. So I got out. So I said, you know what? I'll take it. MNQ did a new lower low. did a new low a day, MES didn't, boom, I close. That's a quick scalp. I'll take it. Then we go back. Okay, I got a little bit of money secured. Let's start again from the beginning. Let's reassess things. How are we looking? Okay, so far we are really bearish. Both assets um, break the low of opening range, are below all BWAPs. If the setup comes, I'll look for another short. What happens? Failed to make a new lower low, retrace. Okay, retrace, retrace, retrace. Another peak right here. Trades below. It traded above. And I would say a lot of people took the double long, the double break long, which means he breaks opening range low, takes New Year VWAP, closes above New Year VWAP. So a lot of longs here. But if you took your long over here, let's say right here, right? Your stop loss should be at the low that took opening range low, right there. So this should be your TP. That should be your trade. And look at what happens. Came close to your stop loss. Maybe you were shitting your pants when you said, "Oh, I'm out," but it never came out. You held through all this drawdown, but at the end, what happened? Full TP. So the double break long won. But what did I do? I was still looking for shorts. Remember at the beginning of the video, that's what I said. I'm either looking for shorts or nothing, right? So price closed below all BWAPs, above all BWAPs, or these two BWAPs at least. Not interested. What happened? What did price do later though? It closed below New York BWAPs again. I mean again. Now a stop loss same here. Buyer stride to control. Sellers immediately came back. I entered my short position. I held through all this drawdown. Again, price made a new low right here. New low. MES didn't out at 721.25 right there. Look at this. Look at this exit. Small, small, small profit, but it is what it is. Now, I want to say something. On these trades, I wanted to go in with two micros instead of one. But what led me to only take it with one? Well, a good break and retest for me personally doesn't happen until 10:30. 10:30 and later. That's when I think a good break and retest happening. Because when price most likely is a good break and retest day, price often does this. So price does this, right? And then it has a little retracement. Most of the time doesn't even goes back all the way to the near BWAP or any BWAP, and then it does this big expansion far away from the near BWAP. And then little by little it retraces, just like that. I wait, and by the time it's 10:30 and later, price is here. I wait for my entry confirmation. Boom, that's my entry confirmation. I take my short position right here. Boom, stop loss at the high of opening range, something like that. Boom, you know, easy money. That, why is that a good break and retest? Well, because the trend of the day has been already established. This, to me, looks like a way more bearish trendy day. But if you look at this, look at this. Look at opening range low. Opening range low. Look at this small break. Immediate retracement back down to the immediate retracement to the New York BWAP. It's not a strong break. This to me looks more like a reversal. So with these weak breaks of the low, double break longs are most likely to work. In this case, look at that. It worked. And look at where it's at now. Look at where price is at now. Right? So it worked. Small break, weak break. Boom. Failed to make a new low. Close above BWAPs. Double break is in play. It took a little bit. Yes, it did. Came close to your stop loss. Yes, it did. But it never took you out because your stop loss is at the low. If he makes a new low here, then most likely that's the bearish day, right? But it didn't. So it went to the long, it went to the opening range high, and the double break long hit full TP. So this was the good trade today. My trades, they were not 100% right, but I still made money, and I'm content with it, right? And the way I performed today, getting out when InQ was making a new lower low, to me that was great performance from me today. So um, That's it. That's all I got for y'all today. So remember, a good break and retest to me personally, uh, this market has to expand from 9:45 to like 10:20 maximum, and then retrace to New York VWAP. So that most likely the New York VWAP, it's either outside the opening range from below or above. That to me, if the New York VWAP has either moved outside the New York VWAP on the upside or on the downside, to me most likely that's most likely a trendy day because the VWAP has already moved outside the opening range. But when we have a small break and a weak break of opening range and then we take New York VWAP and the VWAP is still inside the opening range, then most likely that's a high probability double break and you target that opposing side. So that's it from me today. And as I continue to trade this strategy and the VWAPs and structure, there will be more examples of break and retest and double breaks, and we will continue to learn together and hopefully take that payout we've been, you know, chasing for so much time now. Thank you for watching. Take care. And if y'all have any questions or comments for me, write them down and I'll be sure to read them. Thank you.